Dave, in Washington, D.C., I can foresee a coming together of two of the most awful ideas that I've heard for a very long time. Number one, we have the Republican Party, conservative party, saying, let's throw these welfare bums off. If they won't get a job, cut off their food stamps, throw mama out on the street, cut off their welfare. And then you got Bernie Sanders on the other side saying, let's guarantee everybody a job. And you could see these coming together. The Republicans want to force people to work, and there's Bernie standing there with a job for paying $15 an hour. What do you think? I don't know.
Well, if you got those two sides to agree on something that sweeping, that would be a sign of the end times, I think. That would be pretty dramatic. Okay. But these both interesting issues. I mean, the work requirement for food stamps is a big conservative talking point, but I think it's mostly addressing a problem that doesn't exist. I think
But we have Bernie saying, I'm going to offer everybody $15 an hour. If I were running a McDonald's, I'm paying $8. I got Bernie for a make-work job is going to, go pick up garbage for the government or something for $15.
It's absolutely the wrong policy for our times. I mean, we've got unemployment under 4%.
That's right.
And workforce participation is going up gradually. There aren't that many people who can't find a job who really want one.
This is the wrong time for it. The time you do a make-work job is during the Great Depression.
Yeah.
My father worked for the Civilian Construction Corps when he was a teenager, when unemployment was 25%. That's when you have make-work. But
I think Bernie and his allies are maybe nostalgic for that era and think they can win some political points by suggesting a return to it. But things were totally different then. As you said, unemployment was 25%, not 4%.
Oh, yeah.
And underemployment was probably even far higher than that.
And if he is guaranteeing a job for $15 an hour, that's going to force the entire private sector to raise to $15 an hour.
One economist I talked to estimated that about 25% of the whole workforce would be attracted to a guaranteed $15 an hour job because they're making less than that now working in retail or whatever.
And if I'm flipping hamburgers and I got a mean boss who's cracking the whip over me, I can go to this government make-work job. Where I'm sure they're not going to. They got to employ me, so I'm not going to.
That's it. That's another question. How can you discipline or fire a worker who's guaranteed a job? I mean, they'd have to really screw up, I guess.
Oh yeah, and it's got the estimates for this are like $500 billion.
The price tag alone is a reason that it's completely impractical, but it would have a lot of adverse effects on the private sector. I think you'd see productivity in the whole economy go,
but it would be beautiful to see the left and the right come together. You got to get out there and work, and here's your job from the left.
Well, maybe that'll happen.